Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Monday, December 15th, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures, and what you're going to see here is that the futures at the moment are trading higher by about 12 and a quarter points. They actually were up a little bit more a little while ago, but they have pulled back a little bit. But nonetheless, they are still trading up about 12 and a half points this morning. So all in all, a decent little pop-up for the futures. We'll see if the early rally can hold into the closing bell, or maybe the market could even add a little bit to it. But recently the markets have come down with a vengeance over the past week, and we'll see how this market plays out today. But right now, markets are off to a decent start. Futures are higher. You can see a look here, and you can see how the market really took off right around 1 o'clock in the morning, but it has pulled back quite a bit, but it is still trading higher by 12 and a half points at the moment to around 2009 per contract. So we'll see how this market shapes out once the opening bell rings. But there are a lot of stocks in the news today. Let's start off with the first one. We're going to start off with is PetSmart. PETM is the ticker symbol. And this company is being bought out by a private equity group. So again, I guess this is what we call a leverage buyout. PetSmart being taken over. I forget the exact price of it, but you can check that out yourself. If you do own it, I would just trail the stop loss or take your profit. If you do not own it, there's no sense in buying this up here. So again, PetSmart being taken over by a private equity firm. I forget the exact amount. I think it's $82 a share, but you could look at it yourself, look at the news, and you'll see how that one plays out. Next stock I'm going to be looking at today is Juniper. JNPR is the ticker symbol there. Juniper is right now, it shows that it's trading at $21, but there is some news out here on this equity this morning that I think everybody should be a little bit aware of. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, activist investor Elliott Management, it looks like they are going to add some directors to its board. So again, this could be important. Maybe the stock gets a little bit of a lift off this news. So again, watch Juniper today. If Juniper stock falls, what you want to watch for is 1957. That's a level I've worked out already. That would be a spot where you could get involved in this equity, but it would be down at $19.57. So keep that on the radar. If it gets down there, you want to be an owner. That's where I would be a buyer. Otherwise, watch it intraday and see how it shapes out. Most likely, this could be a decent stock for some upside today with that news that is out there. Next one we're going to look at here is American Airlines. Not a big deal with news because stock has been really flying high for a while, but right now it's trading at $50.70, but it looks like it is being added to the NASDAQ 100. So I think traders want to take note of that. American Airlines, I believe, will be added to the NASDAQ 100. That is going to give the stock a lift, especially as we go into this options expiration trading week. This coming Friday, I believe, is quadruple witching. That means everything under the sun will be expiring, and there will be a lot of shifting and changes in a lot of different indexes. Well, American Airlines is one stock that will be added to the NASDAQ 100. I believe it's going to happen next Monday. So just be aware of that. Stock has a little bit of a bid built into it whenever you hear news like that. Also, Electronic Arts is being added to the NASDAQ 100 as well. You can see the stock's trading up a little bit. I don't think there's a lot of upside here for Electronic Arts. Ton of resistance, I believe, around that $48 level if the stock does get up there at some point this week. But all in all, it's positive when you get added to an index like that because a lot of mutual funds, a lot of different fund holders, they have to go in and buy your stock. So because it is added to that index. I believe there's also Maxim Integrated Products. Oh no, Lam Research. I'm sorry. LRCX is also being added to the NASDAQ 100. And you've seen that's getting a little bit of a bid. So these stocks all remain strong at the moment. We'll see how it plays out. We'll watch these over the next few days. But remember, next Monday, they'll all be added to the NASDAQ 100. Now, some stocks that will be taken out. F5 Networks, FFIV, is the ticker symbol. stock will be getting taken out of the NASDAQ 100. That's never a good thing, but I am showing really good support for F5 at 119.50 this week. So keep that on the radar. May not be a stock that gets down there today, but in a week or two, it may get down to that 119.50 level. That's going to be a good area. Expedia, I believe, is also being removed from the NASDAQ 100. This is trading at 87.53 right now. I don't think there's much we could do with it. Expedia has a lot of support at $80.67 if it does get down there. And then keep Maxim Integrated Products. I believe it's MXIM. And this is trading at $30.50. Only level I really like for this one, believe it or not, is going to be down at around $27.35. So you got a lot of levels here on these stocks that are being added to the NASDAQ 100 and others that are being taken out of the NASDAQ 100. Let's take a look at Emerson Electronics. EMR is the ticker symbol. It looks like they sold off a unit today for about $1.4 billion to Regal Beloit. So again, just take that into consideration. Emerson could have some strength today. The stock has been beaten down. It looks like there's some print, a little small amount of shares, but a little print here at 59.87. It's just an oversold equity at double bottom, so if it does bounce, it could have some strength behind it today. Keep that one on the radar. Now, the company that bought the unit is Regal Beloit, and that's RBC, Regal Beloit. Let me punch that one in, RBC. And it looks like their stock is trading up as well, but they have a ton of resistance at 76.37. So it's not a heavy volume stock. If it was, I'd even consider shorting this level up here at 76. But it's a light volume name. Sometimes they can overshoot, so you got to be a little bit careful. But I really don't see a lot of strength past the $76.50, $77 level. RBC should have just a ton of resistance at that stage of the game. Looking at gold today, gold is getting hit a little bit. Gold is down about $11. Gold has been on a tear, so I'm not really overly concerned there. You're seeing a stronger dollar yen. If you take a look at the GLD today, it's trading at 116.43. It closed at 117.41. So it's definitely reflecting the sell-off in gold today. But gold has been holding up very, very well as of late. Just needs to consolidate longer before it can make a move. But gold is trading down at 11 points today, or $11 on spot, to around $1,211 an ounce. And you see it reflected right here in the GLD. So there's not a lot we're going to do with gold today. If you take a look at crude oil today, crude oil is actually trading higher by 21 cents to $58.02. So again, crude is trying to find some footing here. I'm not sure it will find footing all day long, but nonetheless, it is starting to stabilize a little bit. And there should be, a lot of support down here, at least from an oversold standpoint. So oil has been very, very oversold, taken to the woodshed. And as you know, most things swing like a pendulum. They go to extremes, and I think we're at the extreme end of the oil sell-off. But either way, oil can still be volatile, so you just want to respect it and remember it. All right, let's do a futures check. Futures are still up about 12 points on the session, but they have faded off the morning highs. So let's see where this market goes. Could be an interesting trading day today, but we got some stocks in the news that we can follow. We got some levels, and again, we'll have more for you once the opening bell rings today. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.